Hey, this is Mike, and you're watching Reelblack TV. And
Reelblack TV. If you see me on here, it's real black, really black.
Well, I'm so
Close your eyes. That's how black it is.
with Faizon Love. I mean, do you get tired of the big worm?
No, it's just part of. It's part of basically characters I built, so people gonna It's like Christopher Reeves getting tired of people calling him Superman.
Okay, well, we're with Big Worm and the voice of Robin Harris from Baby's Kids, one of my favorites, and tons. Couples Retreat. They did you dirty on the Couples Retreat poster.
Well, you know how the white man do shit. No, they did. Yeah, they.
Well, tell them the story.
They took me off the poster because they said that people didn't know me overseas. So they took me and a young lady off the poster, Callie Hawk, and people over in London was like, "Well, we know the nigga. Put him back on the poster. If you ain't gonna take him out the movie." And they kind of, I didn't have to say anything. Mm-hmm. So the world kind of spoke up, and they kind of got quiet, and then it kind of became a red herring over there because it was really in Universal's face, like,
right? And we have to show the pictures.
They keep telling that. Well, they don't know the blacks. Well, if you keep taking them off the poster, motherfuckers, they ain't gonna never know.
Well, I mean, Reelblack is we talk about black film, black consciousness.
Consciousness.
So we're trying to elevate people, and you've been making movies for the longest. You've been out in LA for the longest.
Yeah.
I like, it seems to me like it kind of goes in different waves, and you kind of caught one in the early 90s with Friday, and those are movies.
Well, we were different back then because we were lucky enough to be studios needed content, and black films don't lose money back, Mm-hmm. So like that movie was done for $2 million, and Cube and DJ Pooh, they had an idea, and it was just a job. So we would go from job to job, and in the 90s, if people don't remember, it was the era of the soundtrack. They would work on the soundtrack longer than the script. So they were selling music too.
So even if the movie didn't make money,
that's right,
they're gonna make enough money off the record.
Every movie had a soundtrack.
Yeah, I can. Above the Rim, Love Jones,
some
the
great,
Brothers. They had, Friday, obviously.
Yes.
Murder was a case. Wasn't even really a movie,
but it was so they could do a soundtrack. It was a record.
Okay.
So they did They did it backwards. They did a soundtrack so they could do a movie.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So he already had a song. Murder was a case. So he did a soundtrack, which was But now I think it's going back to that because content now is you can do anything with it.
Right. But the economics of it.
It's done cheaply. I mean, these kids are doing beats on an iPhone, so it doesn't. Dr. Dre need a studio in weeks and Stevie Wonder to do his album took years. Mm-hmm. I mean, Dr. Dre, I've seen him layer tracks and put drips and stuff on tracks that you would never hear.
Right.
But for some reason it fattens up that track. It's just the art of recording. These kids don't know the art of recording.
Right. So it's faster, it's cheaper, but it's not necessarily better.
No, hell no. I could put a record on. I could put Prince's head on and fuck any of these records up.
Okay.
Facts.
So all right. So following that analogy, black films are cheaper. There are more of them happening.
Not really.
No. You don't see it happening.
No.
Well, what's interesting about your career is like, you were like in a lot of films with all black cast, but you also kind of mixed it up so that you were featured in like Maid and Couples Retreat. Oh, well, I guess.
Yeah, I was a rogue. I was an anomaly because I wasn't really supposed to happen.
Okay, tell me that story.
It's just my body of work created Cedric the Entertainer and Craig Robinson.
Okay.
If you understand, they were like, we like Faizon, but that nigger's not the kind of nigger we like to talk to. We want a more sensible nigger
Well, what you mean? You had meetings where they wanted a safe, friendly guy.
They liked safe niggas.
Okay.
So, they created Cedric, and they'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
So they would create roles that was like, come on, that's a Faizon role. Stop playing.
Okay.
But the roles that you saw me do, I had to create.
Okay.
Like Big Worm had to be created. Made was created. It was written for me. Couples Retreat, there was nobody. Now everybody's, gung. You see that?
That mix you in, yeah. But
Right.
was it a conscious effort not to be in certain movies, or you just tried to be in everything?
Because back then you only had your work. It wasn't like now. It doesn't matter. You can be in anything now. It just they used to judge you on your acting. So the merit of your acting. So back then you had to be good. Like so you didn't want to just do anything. Like if you had a film back then go straight to DVD, it was like
right.
You had a film on DVD, right? Now that's you can go DVD, you can go to 7-Eleven, go anywhere the fuck you want to go.
Yeah, you got a 5-star movie on Netflix right now. You
And we shot here.
Brotherly Love. Yeah.
Brotherly Love. And we're
Shout
doing
out to
another
Jamal.
project with Jamal. We're doing a project now, and they asked me what director I want to work with, and I said Jamal.
Okay.
And I only worked with him 2 or 3 days, but you can tell when a guy gets it, and he gets it. He's trust me, he's gonna be another Philly.
Well, yeah, we're big ups. I mean, he just premiered a movie at ABFF. I mean, he's got big things going on.
I just talked to him today. He sent me a picture. Anyway, of the poster that
It's already here. Well, let's talk. Well, talk about some of the people you work with, like Queen Latifah.
It's my girl.
Okay.
It's like I only work with people. Like I don't have an agent.
Okay.
So just an attorney. So people gotta want to work with me.
Okay.
I mean, what I mean by that is like, an agent's not gonna pitch. We gotta use Faizon. That's not gonna work.
Right.
It's like Queen. I get a call from Shakim. Yo, we got this. Are you busy that day? Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
I didn't work out deals on the set, not knowing what kind of money or whatever, just because they reached out to me and let's go. They put we did Couples Retreat, and there was no dinner plate, but my name was on Variety. Faizon Love is signed to do Couples Retreat. No deal in place or nothing. But John and Vince, we know we're gonna work it out.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So that's the power of relationships.
Right, and it's good to have relationships now.
That's the most powerful thing.
Go into that, and then I'll ask you.
Well, you have to relate. Look, I worked with some really good directors when they weren't anybody. Paul Hunter, Tim Story was doing this little thing over at USC in Northridge. He's
One of us tripped.
Before that.
Really?
Well, how you know about One of Us tripped?
This is Reelblack TV.
Yeah, but see, I give you credit because look, Tim Story, he's like, Faizon, I don't have any money. I was like, we were all young. Just shoot it because you have to craft your art. Everybody now just want to be famous. Nobody wants to be good.
Right.
So this was just a way for me to work on being in front of the camera.
Okay.
So we did a movie called Trash about me kicking an alien ass and putting them in the trash.
Oh, I need a copy of that.
Oh yeah, trust me. And then when he got what was the movie? Barbershop. I was in South Africa doing a film. He's like, Faizon, I got my first film. You got to be in it. I was like, let's do it. But the studio, actually, that wasn't the studio. It's that punk ass director. What's his name? The producer.
Robert Tittle?
What's his name?
Tittle?
Not Ice Cube. Ice Cube's my guy. The black dude. He's a little bitch ass motherfucker.
The produced Barbershop.
Yeah, he directed
Malcolm Lee before.
He directed. He fucked up Biggie's movie.
Oh, the Notorious movie.
Yeah.
We can look that up. We'll put the title there.
That nigga. He was like, Faizon. And it wasn't even, it was because somebody I know was, I can't even get into that, but he's a bitch. And I can say that because we don't do it.
All right, I'm curious. Now, I obviously have friends that were involved in this production. How is it, you were in all these movies with black folks. How did you avoid being in Soul Plane?
How you know some inside shit. What the fuck do you know? What the fuck do you know, man?
I'm just asking.
What the fuck is this?
How is it they didn't put Faizon Love?
They wanted me in Soul Plane, right? Okay. I did Elf. And Toby Emmerich and Faizon, we got this movie called... No, not Soul Plane. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's Snakes on a Plane.
Snakes on a Plane. Okay.
Kevin and I were doing a TV show.
Okay.
His first TV show, Big
House, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he says, Faizon, I saw Elf. I was like, yeah. It's just, I was kind of gloating, like, yeah, Kevin was like, well, that's my nigga.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah, Kevin, I got you. He's like, yo, but we doing this movie called Soul Plane. I said, Kevin, if I see your little black ass in a movie called Soul Plane, jump the fuck off. He's like, no, man, it's gonna be good. I said, Kevin, don't do a movie called fucking Soul Plane. Mm-hmm. Well, he did it, and he's like, I would tease him, but like I said, it doesn't matter.
Well, like a lot of people got caught in that glue trap.
Yeah, I remember the director telling me. The director could tell me, and he was Jesse, and Jesse's cool as a motherfucker. Mm-hmm. It was like, we got these big ass ties, they look like 20s. I said, okay, but what's the story about? See these big ass ties, they go bouncing up and down. I said, but what is the story? These big ass ties go bouncing, and Kevin comes out. No, but yeah, Snakes on a Plane.
Okay.
Toby Endrick, that's what was doing that movie, and I thought he wanted me to lead in the movie.
Okay.
So we got this movie called Snakes on a Plane. Right. I was like, damn, that sounds dope. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be on. I'm like, I get to fight some snakes on the plane. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was like, okay, but then they got the script. I was like, ooh, this nigga got two. Who's this nigga?
He's just sitting on the plane.
Yeah, man. So it was what's the brother name?
Sam Jackson?
No, not Sam, but it was
This is getting old. We can't remember.
I'm getting old, man. Like, forgive me.
And I can't, we're not telepathic.
The brother, Saturday Night Live, my brother.
Tim Meadows.
Keenan Peele.
Kenan Thompson.
Keenan Thompson.
Oh, right. Yeah, he wasn't.
Keenan Thompson and Flex, and it was that was one role.
Okay.
And I told him no, because I thought it was going to be Sam Jackson. Mm. And it was like an unheard amount of money. It was like, where? That's when it was like, who the fuck is people like Faizon Love just turned down this amount of money? It's like, motherfucker, if I'm not gonna be Sam Jackson, this movie's gonna be huge. Mm-hmm. I had a whole thing.
Yeah, you haven't really gotten a leading role yet. But.
No, I think
you can do one yourself though.
Now I can, but it doesn't matter now. It's like I want to do a kung fu, Rudy Ray Moore type. You see titties and karate. Like, say, baby, take this shirt off. Dinner.
Well, we can crowdfund it, so if people out there want to see it, we put the money together.
I don't know, how does that work? They pay for the movie, then they pay to see it. I don't know, how does that even work?
You take your fan base, your supporters, and you say if everybody put in $100, we can have Faizon Kung Fu Dolomite.
I'm going to shoot it anyway. I'm going to shoot it raggedy. I remember when Michael J. finished his Kung Fu movie. Mm-hmm. I was like, dude, I better be in the next one, and I better be the nemesis. Cut me in or cut it the fuck out. You know what I'm talking about?
Which one, Blood and Bone, or the last one,
Falcon
Rising? Black Dynamite. Yeah.
Black Dynamite. I'm like, yeah, nigga, I got to be in that Black Dynamite.
Right.
With the belt hanging right here. What? The nunchucks hanging from the side? And the cell phone? Like, nigga, hold on. Like,
okay. All right, we just trashed all the people that ever worked on Soul Plane, but
no, I mean, trust me, Kevin and I, we like this. I'm on, the show.
Did you see it coming? Did you know he's gonna be as big as he is?
Hell no. But he always was a nice guy, always, and he's the same guy now. I was the first person They gave him a shot to do his own TV show. And he says, I gotta have Faizon Love. So I get a call from Brian Grazer saying, listen, we want you to do a TV show. I'm thinking it's gonna be my TV show. I'm like, okay, hey, Brian Grazer, I just did a movie with him. Shit. I started picking out houses. I get to the studio, this little black dude come. I'm thinking it's his assistant. I'm like, hey, this is Kevin Hart. I'm like, yeah, how you doing, nigga? Get me some coffee. He was like, no, this is who you gonna do the TV show with. I'm like, no, I'm not. He says, yes, you're gonna do a TV show with him. And when Brian Grazer said you're gonna do a TV show,
right,
you do a TV show with him.
Right.
So we did a TV show. We had a blast, man. And Kevin, I mean, he didn't have no kids then. He was just married to Tori. And, it was,
Yeah, it was a fun show. I mean, it only lasted, 6 episodes? But
well, it wasn't supposed to be there because we went to the upfronts and they told us no. And they flew us back. And then John Ritter died.
Yeah, on How I Met. What was the mother thing? Yeah.
The show, that John Ritter died. And we got that slot.
Okay.
So
you're on for a little while. Well, in Philly, that was a big thing. Kevin Hart getting a show at 19
trust
years
me.
old.
Yeah.
But all right, so
and he wasn't 19. Kevin is about 50, something. That nigga been 19 for years. Jay-Z was 30 and he was 19. So knock it off, Kevin.
Well, he's still 5'0", so that's not gonna change. But all right, but you didn't do Soul Plane, but I gotta ask you while you're here, who's your caddy?
Yep.
Well, I mean,
Shakim.
Shakim, okay. Okay, well, that's relationships.
Shakim, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, for some reason in Hollywood, they want niggas to audition. I'm like, I'm not auditioning. You just take your ass to fucking Blockbuster because none of these white boys is auditioning. So I'm not auditioning. Like I got enough work for you to motherfuckers say either I suck at acting or I can't read. Choose one. You're not gonna audition. It's corny,
right?
Because no one's really acting anymore. We're not doing Othello.
Yeah, most really good directors, they just want to meet you for coffee. They just want to get this.
That's how it happens. Like, yo, all the good directors I met, that's like, yo, okay, I get it, okay, because you're not doing any. If you're not, they say, Faizon, we want you to be a horse whisperer. Then I'm like, okay, I don't even know what that means. Let me research. I might have to audition. But he said, listen, he's a big guy. He's kind of your size, and he comes in there and he kind of, like, motherfucker, I created that role. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
right, different levels and layers. So, but I mean, well, let's stay on who's your caddy for a second because I'm curious about the productions. It was Bob Johnson and Tracy Edmonds. Like they came out the gate like, hey, we got all this money from Viacom. We're going to start our own movies. We're going to call it Our Stories Productions, and we're going to make movies just by and for black people. And the very first movie out the gate, Who's Your Caddy?
Yes.
Which, and white guy directs it. So it disappointed me a little bit.
I get where you're going because, listen, I tell people this, the mentality of film is not neither black or white. That's some bullshit they do. It's just art. So you can't really approach it as a hustle or you gonna get paid or we about to. It's like Picasso painting a fucking painting. He don't say, I'm gonna sell this motherfucker. I'm gonna take it to the bank. And this is for my niggas.
Well, yeah. Well, a lot of people made hip hop records coming out of that, and they
weren't. No. The music is now is for the niggas. When I grew up, hip hop was for the world.
Right.
When Melly Mel said it's like a jungle sometimes to make me wonder how I keep from going under, he was expressing like, yo, I live in the Bronx. It's fucked up. And I'm famous.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
There was truth that could not be denied.
Right. And he was expressing it.
Right.
And they never talk about Melly when they talk about all these rappers. I'm like, are you crazy? You can't talk. You gotta say Melly Mel, man. You know what I'm saying?
Preach.
He's like, Melly. So this, what they were saying, Run DMC. I'm the king of rock. There is none higher. Suckers. I mean,
right. But that's the early days of hip hop. Like
it's the foundation.
The foundation.
What the fuck is? I got brothers in Atlanta. I got brothers in Atlanta. What the fuck is he saying?
Well, but I mean, what's interesting? I mean, you're 20 years like the Friday.
Yeah.
I mean, Ice Cube still a mogul.
No.
Like Queen Latifah had all those nominations from Bessie. Like they came in the game on their celebrity. Their talent as artists, rap artists, and leverage that into being into film,
Well, kinda. I hear what you're saying, but Ice Cube really had to work.
Okay.
You understand? He was talking. You ever heard of Ice Cube record?
Oh yeah.
Because you let a Jew break up my crew. That was not welcoming.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking some shit. Mm-hmm. So. Burn Hollywood, burn. Ice Cube was talking shit, but he grew, and he was talking some real shit.
Right.
So they respected him. He never, and then it came to a meeting of the minds. Like, hey, you respect me, I respect you.
And Friday made a lot of money.
It did make a lot of money, but they listen. Money. I keep telling people, it's not money that moves this business.
Okay.
It's not money.
Okay.
Because I have a friend named Russell Peters.
Mm-hmm.
He makes $40 million a year.
He's sending comedian. Hardly any black people know.
And they will not put him on television.
Mm.
It's a powering thing.
That's what because of what he talks about, or because
no, it's just like they can't. You can't tell a motherfucker who makes $40 million coming in the gate what to do. Mm. You can't control that. But what's the little boy that said Bill Cosby was
Hannibal Buress? Yeah.
Yeah, Hannibal Buress. You can control him. He's an easy house nigga.
Mm. Yeah. Well, was that the thing? Like people wanted, like you imagine like I'm gonna be the star. I'm gonna be they want me for the lead. I have these relationships with all these folks. But then, is it something that energy bring to the room that just says, well, we can't control this guy enough. We need somebody
that we
can manufacture.
They know. Like like I said.
But they'll roll with you for a while. I mean, you could go from like the time you started. Like, I mean, there was like a little one nigga at a time kind of thing where you could see the rings on the tree. I guess maybe it started with Chris Tucker, then they passed the baton to Martin Lawrence maybe. And,
no, it started with Martin Lawrence.
Started with Martin, okay.
Martin Lawrence was the guy, and Martin, and then
Eddie Griffin.
Well, kind of. They tried it. Eddie went.
There's a few.
Yeah, Eddie. Yeah. Well, being in the movie is nothing.
Okay.
That's a whole. That's. It's just I can't explain it.
But they'll keep giving you shots. Like Chris Rock, he's had 15 movies.
Chris Rock is fucking brilliant.
Of course.
He's a fucking
but they'll never match the brilliance in one feature film that he can do in an hour and a half of stand up.
No. Because of the coaching and the films that they're trying to make him do. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He's brilliant. He's like our Woody Allen. Mm-hmm. But his shit is so fucking up there. Mm-hmm. And the films that they try to have us doing, it's like this. They got us doing slave movies and shit. Mm-hmm. They'll fucking give you money to do a slave movie all day long. Mm-hmm. Like anybody going, you ain't never had nobody for my family. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I don't want to hear it.
Well, this is an interesting year, 2016, because they brought OJ back.
Yeah, they brought OJ back to say what he's guilty.
Well, I watched the documentary. No, it just seemed like they were talking to people.
OJ is stupid, but he's not guilty. Let's just say that he's stupid, but he's not guilty. That's what I'm like. Why you guys? You can't flip what happened. Mm-hmm. Like they were trying to flip it. Like maybe he did it, and motherfucker, you trying to tell me if this nigga killed these two people, y'all couldn't have found it out.
Mm-hmm.
You would just find a little speck of blood.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, who's that smart? OJ's not that smart.
They happened to see it on the side of his Jeep and jumped the fence and all that kind of stuff.
Come on, man.
Well, you know, I was in LA when the verdict came down, but I wasn't there.
I was there too.
You know, so
I was there. I was there. I was when he was on the thing, and I'm like, he killed what? Come on, man. Come on.
They brought Tarzan back.
Exactly. Exactly? How many movie stories do you have right now? Right now, if I said, hey,
I can give you 5 scripts.
Right now. Right?
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck do you bring Tarzan back?
Because they need to reinforce the idea that the guy, the white man, is the king of the jungle.
It's that, and it's Superman. Tarzan is Superman.
Bankable franchise. Maybe.
Well, no. What I mean by that is Man of Steel. He goes to Africa. Niggas been in Africa for years. Can't talk to one monkey.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're like, hey, I don't know, and the lions don't get him. I don't understand the niggas, but I understand this guy here. Mm-hmm. He speaks English and he understands us.
Right.
It's.
I got you. Yeah.
Hollywood is.
Well, and Sam Jackson's riding on his back.
Well, that's for us to go. Oh, Tarzan's cool. Sam's in it. Sam's gonna cuss the lion out. Who the fuck are these goddamn lions? Man, you better get these musty ass lions around these motherfuckers. Motherfucker goddamn lions in my goddamn Tarzan. Man, fuck Tarzan. That's what Sam Jackson was. You know, Sam gonna cuss Tarzan out. Tarzan, where the fuck you been all day? That's for us.
But all right, so people who don't understand why folks are mad about bringing Tarzan back in 2016,
like bringing Roots, the remix. I got Roots in Atlanta.
All right, so bringing that back, bringing OJ back, bringing Roots back. King Kong's coming next year, but you also have Nat Turner coming this year.
Nat Turner might be interesting. There's a lot of look. There's history all around here. Mm-hmm. But do you notice that we never do any science fiction?
Can't imagine us in the future.
That's why I'm trying. This niggas want to be in space.
Well, they don't want us populating the space. Did you see the one with the Martian with you see that one?
I actually really love that movie.
He goes. But
you know what? This is what you got to understand about some producers, and Ridley Scott is one of them. Mm-hmm. He always puts a black person of power in the film. Mm-hmm. If you watch any one of the aliens, there's always a black person of power. He's never like, yo, got aliens up here. Mm-hmm. Even Gladiator. Mm-hmm. The brother's the last one to bury him. Mm-hmm. Really, the Scots. Trust me. If you look at Prometheus,
Angela Bassett, right?
There's only a few.
But they didn't put any black people on that ship going to Mars because they didn't want black men. Rather, they didn't put any black men on that ship.
Where
going in the Martian, going to Mars.
But see, you missed a very good point.
Okay,
it was the brother who figured out how to get him back.
That's true.
See, that's what you missed that.
Okay.
The young brother, the rapper, he got the 6 times 6 is 12. You're right, and that's all. You understand? Will Smith is the first black person to save the earth in a movie. He's the first and the last. In Independence Day, when he goes to get Vivica, that's a huge point because normally like, I can't go get my wife. She just gonna die in the ship. He goes back to get her. Huge. That's what made him
right.
He saved Will. Niggas don't save the planet.
Right. But that's what people want to see.
Yes.
But we don't get it all the time.
Well, something shifted. Like I tell you, it shifted because Will Smith, I'm gonna tell you another good producer is Stallone.
Stallone, okay.
Stallone never puts a black person as a beneath like a subdivision. Like if you got to stand, the first one, Rocky. Rocky was the god. I mean, I'm sorry, Apollo was the god.
Right.
Apollo was the god.
In the name, yeah, Apollo.
Apollo was a god. So he was kind of giving homage to all these black fighters, kind of put them in one as the god. He was what? You remember his name?
Was Rocky Balboa?
No, he didn't became Rocky until he beat the god.
Italian
But he was
stallion?
there. You go.
Okay.
He was an Italian stallion, meaning he was just another horse in the stable. You see what I'm saying? It's really deep how he wrote the movie.
Okay.
Because,
but he until Creed came around, that reinforced a certain white supremacist idea.
No.
You don't think so?
Never. Listen.
Okay.
The first Rocky, he didn't even beat Creed. He didn't beat the guy.
Okay.
In any movie, the nigga gonna lose.
Generally.
If the white guy jump, the nigga. If Tarzan have a fight with anybody, if it was Sam Jackson gonna lose. Rocky lost. It's set up for the next one.
Right.
The next one, they was fighting like they was fighting warriors. And he asked Apollo, "Did you give me all?" He said, "I did." And he was beat down. It wasn't like he just had a little blood right here. He beat him the fuck. They was beating each other down, and that gave him the respect to be the Rocky, a mountain that Apollo has got on.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Deep stuff.
I'm trying to tell you, the movie's deeper. The Creed, that was hip hop.
Yeah, but it sort of reclaimed the franchise, so black folks can do it.
Well, yeah.
Well, now they're going to bring Tupac out this year.
Yeah, that's just,
Well, you knew the man, so.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, the real Tupac story should be called War and Peace.
Okay.
Because that was Tupac, two people at once. He was war and peace. As a beautiful brother, and then he, I remember me and him having an argument because I had just ate, and we was at the studio. He was buying food for everybody. He's like, "You want to eat?" I was like, "Nah, I'm good." Nigga, come on, you gotta be hungry, motherfucker. Back then, we were always hungry. Only one or two people had some money. Pac had some money, or whoever had the studio time had some money.
When did you first meet Tupac?
Right after he beat up the
Hughes brothers.
Yeah,
that's a notorious story. I wonder if it's gonna make it in the movie.
And he bought his Benz, and he used to come to the Comedy Store with Tretch. Him and Tretch had the whole Sunset closed down because they got into it with some Crips, and Tretch would not leave his side. Tretch said, "Hey, we gonna fight these mother." I was like, "Y'all niggas crazy." But he would come to the Comedy Store, watch us, and we talk shit about him. Chris Tucker would tell Chris had his business. Tupac would tell everybody I do crack. That's some dear mama. Yeah, but before he had even went in, we were just all hanging out.
But War and Peace. So I'm always interested. Like, did he always have that duality in terms of like wanting to, like, it just seems like Death Row consumed.
No, Death Row was a paycheck, I think, for him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because his whole thing was, just treat me like I treat you. That's what, he was never like on some fuck this nigga or fuck. And look, you had to, like, when I heard the Jay-Z shit from him, I didn't even know who Jay-Z was. So I was like, who the fuck is Jay-Z? I don't know, because we didn't know who Jay-Z was.
Right.
When I met Jay-Z, he was nice. Hey, how you doing? Like, this is the thing I'm talking about. Like, it's Pac. But you didn't know Pac had sides. You know what I'm saying? He was like, he was complex, just like most geniuses are.
Right.
But people always had two different relationships with him. But a beautiful brother, man. I mean, just like, it's so funny how our culture, we hung out with these, like if you look at Warren G's album, it'll say thanks to, you remember when they used to give the thanks and everything? Yeah, so they was like,
that's when they had CDs back in the day.
Yes,
you could read what
I forgot what they called it.
Liner notes.
Liner notes. So we'd be like, hey, thanks Faizon and Chris for hanging out in the studio. Because that's all we did was smoke weed, hang out in the studio, and, actually learn how to mix music by looking at, Warren G and Colin Quinn and Dr. Dre and DJ Pooh. We all hung out in the studio.
Right.
And just, that's where the food was, that's where the women were. You know what I'm saying? It's like...
and the money got crazy. It was bigger money than you could
way
imagine.
money back then. It was money. I remember when Snoop bought that what the fuck was that? The Jeep, the green Jeep with 20s on it. We was like, oh, still. He had a Grand Cherokee, green Grand Cherokee with the dubs on it. We was like, whoa, shit, Snoop ballin'. Yeah, but yeah.
But I guess what I'm wondering, like you met him out when Tupac was in Cali, but as like until he started catching all those cases, it got a little scary. But I always felt that he was going to pull through the capitalism and start making more conscious music. Really, like I think he had a lot of ideals in terms.
Well,
of
his brother Bo was like saying it's like they a lot of times they was broke, because. And then, another good friend of ours is MC Breed. Like, Pac would stay with Breed.
Was there no future in your frontin'?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we would all stay with Breed because Breed had a house and then his brother can cook. So if we all chip in on some food, it'd be a meal. It'd be like Thanksgiving. And then Breed had all the cars. So if you need to go hang out at the strip club, you go take one of the cars, go to the strip club. Yeah, so the culture was totally different.
Yeah, and you've seen it change. I guess the question we're working on a bigger project in terms of like you have black folks. So I think the technology's made it so that black folks are just gonna you don't have to ask permission to tell your own stories, so you're going to see an increase in...
Well, that's what Netflix. Hollywood is dead. Netflix is there. But I'm like, okay, tell some stories. Just tell a story, even if it's just a story with you and your grandmother on the porch and how y'all went to the store. That's a story. It don't have to be how you guys had to fight through slavery and pick cotton. It's like you and your grandmama went to the store when you were 12. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's so many stories out there. It's ridiculous. I don't know why, because I'm really beginning to question this history shit because I see Ben Franklin's name. I'm like, this motherfucker was a traveling motherfucker, and I don't know. He was Ubering around this bitch
here in Philadelphia.
He was in Washington. You know how far Washington is? How you gonna get from Washington to here? I mean. I'm thinking some of this shit is made up, like comic books. Like maybe he didn't. So like really Valley Forge. You know how far Valley Forge is? Now, that's a long walk.
35, 40 miles. Yeah.
That's in a car.
Yeah.
There was no cars back then. So how did Ben take his ass in them suits way up there?
Oh, that's how they like it. They want to put their name on everything.
But I'm saying though, maybe it never happened.
Maybe it never happened. Okay.
Maybe it's just like a
mythology there.
Yes.
Well, we have to create our own myths. But
I am too.
So can it be done within the system? I mean, you've been in the rooms.
Fuck the system. There is no system. That's what you understand.
Okay.
There is no system.
Okay.
There is no system. You have the internet. You right now can make a movie, TV show, and put it out. And they're going to be like, "Hey, we want to be." I don't. You don't. What do you need them for?
That's the question.
You don't.
That's the question.
There's the internet. The internet gave you peace. You can do a television show. Look, a television show, a movie, and put it on your iPhone. People would buy it.
Yeah.
You ever heard of a movie called Paranormal Activity?
Yes.
It cost $13,000. It's made $400 million. Just that one. But they've got Conjuring 2, which is the scariest movie ever. It's brilliant.
Well, people like Jason Blum and Tyler Perry are scaring people in Hollywood because they can make movies so cheaply and
not only cheaply, they're telling their story. It's like a budget is just a tool. This is a tool. But your story can be told. The smarter you are, the different ways people come up with story. Like Blair Witch Project was brilliant to me. I really thought that was real. And then I was like, oh, they know what we did, marketing. That's brilliant. That's all it is.
Right. Yeah.
Television. But people want to be a part of Hollywood. Like I had a friend that right now, Lance. He wants to be. I'm like, you don't need to be in Hollywood anymore. You have cameras everywhere. You have editing equipment everywhere. The internet's everywhere. You only need to be in Hollywood if you want to go to the beach or Roscoe's. That's it.
No, I'll call you. Like, well, Oscars So White was the big hashtag a couple months ago.
Give a fuck about the Oscars?
Jada Pinkett, she was sitting on her couch and she said, like, look, we're sick of this and we can make our own.
Well, we bit. Listen. Will Smith means more to the black community than the fucking Oscars. Okay? He means more to this community than a fucking statue saying, good boy. There's young kids becoming Jamal. Directors, writers, actors, or maybe even going to school to do something that has nothing to do with this. But that whole Oscar bullshit meant something in the 50s because it was like, it's a high school pageant show. Like, we are giving the Oscars to all people we think. Well, I don't give a fuck. I don't want no motherfucking Oscar. I want Will Smith's house. His house is the side of a mountain. When your house look like a mall, nigga, you got an Oscar. You don't need a statue this big to say you did a good job.
To validate, yeah.
Fuck no. You can't let somebody else validate your work. When you saw him in the movie, what's the movie, him and his son?
Pursuit of Happiness?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Does that movie not make you cry?
Every time. I've seen a bunch of
That's real. Not somebody going, today we like to think for best slave shoes. Give a fuck about an Oscar? I'm like, why do niggas give a fuck about Oscars?
Well, all right, last thing. I know you've been very vocal on Twitter. Another person that black people hold in high regard is Bill Cosby.
You should. Yes.
But I think a lot of people just don't know. I mean, we're roughly the same age. I think we're a year apart.
You're older than you?
I'm 47. Yeah.
I'm 48, yeah.
So, and I worked on the original Cosby Show.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, you're blessed.
It was a great experience. Great experience in my life.
Yeah, you have to work with the guy.
So, but I mean, like a lot of people, they're very quick to. I mean, and there hasn't even been a trial yet. To just
that's what I'm saying. They're so, like I said in my set, they're so quick to go. Yeah. Now there's people. There's a boy out there who raped a young boy. He ain't been to court. His bail is $50 or some shit. They not following him. They not taking his shit off TV. They gave a boy. They just got a boy off. He raped. What? How many people? Girls?
There's one that got raped too and got 5 years.
No. He got 6 months.
6 months. Oh, is that the college?
One of them.
Yeah.
You got 6 months.
There's been two in the last month.
And I'm like, why you? It's got to be another. It's got to be something else, because you got to say, if Mr. Cosby did this, Coca-Cola, NBC, Jello put him. They all knew about it because when they said it, everybody knew. I was like, all right, I never heard that once, not once. And they were, it's a secret. It's a secret. What the? Wait, whoa. What the fuck are you saying? This is a secret now. And the people that they're getting it from, this crackhead, Janice, who admitted to, she said her daddy, she had sex with her daddy.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. This is what they, see, they don't tell you that part. They go to the bullshit. So when it first came out, I was like, fuck the bullshit. Because when they did it to Michael Jackson, I believed the hype. And I was like, Michael Jackson invited me to the house. Chris Tucker said, hey, man, Michael wants you to come to the house. I said, man, ain't he fucking kids? And Chris said, man, you sound stupid. And then I sat there and watched the trial, and I saw Michael Jackson come out. And to everybody else, they said, oh, Michael's crazy. But see, I done been to trial because I was wrong. And when you wrong, you walk soft. You come to court early before they open the doors. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you don't want the judge saying shit. Yes, you bring a bag, you square it up. Michael got on the car and was dancing like, fuck these motherfuckers. And fuck your goddamn case. That's what him dancing on the top of the roof was. Like, motherfucker, ain't nobody touch these punk ass kids, motherfucker. This is an act. But that's what they didn't know. It was an act. All that weird shit was just a fucking act. Because it's show business. But they didn't know. They was calling him Jacko and all this bullshit. I'm like, where are these motherfuckers? Oh, then I found out he was smart. He wasn't buying gold chains. He wasn't doing that.
No, he's buying publishing.
Yes, he was buying publishing. He was giving it back to Little Richard.
Real estate.
Yes. It's like, oh, you motherfuckers is mad. So I felt that America owed Michael Jackson a huge apology. So when this came around with Bill Cosby, I said, fuck no. Not on my watch. Fuck no.
Well, why is it they're so quick to tear people down? That's what I want to know.
Why are we so quick to let them? Why do we let them? We should be standing there like, fuck every one of you motherfuckers. You know who I love and I didn't understand it at the point? Clarence Thomas. Clarence Thomas cussed them motherfuckers out. He said, hey, this ain't nothing but a high profile lynching. You motherfuckers take that bullshit back, and they back the fuck off. Now, Bill Cosby came out and said, fuck every one of you motherfuckers. I gave you millions of dollars to your raggedy ass colleges, you punk bitches. You ain't gave me the money back. You want to take awards and shit? Fuck your awards. Send me my check. People. That's what I would say if I was him. Send me my check. You understand that? In the 80s, he was given $20 million. In the $20 million in the 80s?
Spelman, all that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Spelman and Morris. They ain't gave them checks back. They talking about they took a award. You can't take a award once you achieve something in life. You can't take something back, fool. No matter what, you can't. It's intangible. You can't. I did it. Once I learned how to do 100 push-ups, you can't say, you know what? You can't do it no more. Like, motherfucker, I'm doing 140 now.
Right.
Once you achieve it, it's a wrap.
Well, I mean, you know what I'm talking about.
It's shame on them motherfuckers.
Paul Mooney, he talks about the illusion of inclusion.
Yes.
You know, and it just seems like everybody seems to get their nigger wake-up call.
Well, I don't even think it is. See, that's not what it is.
No?
No.
Okay.
He was never, to me, by me listening to him, was never like, I'm one of these people. His message was, quit putting your hand out. We got it in our community. In our community alone, we can do whatever we want to do. You see what I'm saying? In our community alone, we don't need to ask no president. In our community alone, we can educate. See, you got to understand, segregation, the only thing bad about segregation was they was treating us bad when they took the money. So we go into the same hamburger restaurant. They tell us to go eat in the back. Like, bitch, I'm paying $1 just like this motherfucker paying $1. But segregation, that's the only time black people had their own restaurants, own businesses, own gas stations. When integration came, all that left.
Right.
So the black dollar is less.
Right. And we have fewer places to spend it now.
Right. So that's why when I hear about black people saying, I don't give a fuck about a motherfucker being racist. You don't gotta like me. That's some bullshit.
Right.
You don't have to like me. You're not gonna stop me from doing what I want to do. And the people that want to fuck with me gonna fuck with me. So where's the racism? Everybody racist. We black people, we racist against our own. Look at this dark, he dark. Dark, what they call a dark team, light skin team.
Yeah.
It's lunacy. But it ain't gonna stop. It's just a crutch. And I think that's what Cosby was saying is in our own community, we don't need to go to nobody. Right. If you paying $100 for some shoes and he can't even read.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, when I'm coming up, Cosby was promoting the best core values. Education was basically his mainstay. And then, I don't know, if you talk about subliminals in Rocky, just any random episode of The Cosby Show is filled with subliminal things that are reinforcing black pride and accomplishment.
Not only black pride, how about just self-accomplishment and self-awareness and education?
Right.
And culture.
Culture, that's what I mean. Like when I was little, I didn't necessarily know Dizzy Gillespie.
Yes.
But when I saw him on the Cosby Show, and then I saw him later, it just made as I got older, I learned to appreciate B.B. King, Lena Horne. He would bring the old people and even the paintings in the background. Like he's got the biggest art collection of black art that's privately owned. So he's always reinforced those things, and it's painful to me to see that kind of legacy torn down.
It's not torn down.
You don't think so?
No. It's like, what did they take away from him?
Well, I'm saying, you have younger people who don't have exposure to Cosby growing up watching Cosby, and they just hear Hannibal say, he's telling us to pull up our pants.
Number one, pull up your pants because you look stupid. Number one, yes, you look stupid. Number two, they're following dumb people. We had so many good people to follow. Thurgood Marshall, Andrew Jackson,
Andrew Young.
Yeah,
don't put Andrew Jackson in there.
Andrew Young, Stevie Wonder. I mean, there's so many people who are brilliant, and you had to be brilliant. I know I'm missing Bruce Lee. People forgot about the first black woman that ran for president,
Shirley Chisholm.
They don't even know about that. They don't even know that a black woman ran.
And those facts.
So I kind of fault us because we're not teaching them. We teaching them how to buy Rolls Royces, pimp hoes, what kind of gold chain to wear. It was so funny. Those gold chains are worn by slaves. In the Bible days. Okay. That's how when you had debt, they would put that chain around your neck.
Wow. Okay. I never knew that one, but
yeah, when you would have been
so symbolic.
It's kind of weird.
We had chains then. We had
the belt buckle with the H. What does that stand for? Him and hers. What are you doing? Why are you? Like it wasn't. It's like to be dumb in America now is bliss. They especially for us. Like, what are you doing? See, there used to be a time like, what are you doing looking at that? Why are you celebrating that? That's stupid. Now, you hating. No, that's stupid.
Well, they're gonna say you sound like an old man.
I am. I'm glad, but I'm just saying, it's like, because of Mr. Cosby, Sidney Poitier,
James Brown,
Harry Belafonte,
yeah,
Charlton Heston.
They set the standard. Where'd you come with that one?
Hey, do you know how black people are able to vote? Be a part of SAG?
Well, he was part. Oh, okay. Well, he was one of the presidents.
No, he's the one that said they got to come in there.
Okay.
So you didn't know that?
No, I just know cold dead hands.
No, Charlton Heston
But yeah, I know. Yeah, he was active in the civil rights movement as well.
Yeah, but in SAG.
Okay.
He was like, no, they got to be a part of SAG too.
Okay.
Because they wouldn't let black people in SAG. Okay. But Charlton Heston was like, oh yeah, they in there.
Okay.
That's what that's why they don't fuck with a lot. Like, do you know what's his name? Tom Cruise. What's the
George Clooney?
No. Tom Cruise. I think George Clooney too. George Clooney maybe too, but Tom Cruise. What's his boy? Grease.
John Travolta. Okay.
And Stallone has never called a black man nigger on camera. And they fuck with them because of that. You understand what I'm saying? He's never had nigga.
So they get rumors spread around.
They get rumors. They get he's washed up. Yeah, we want to see a Tom Cruise movie every time it come out. You never hear him refer to a black man as a nigga. I don't know.
Leonardo? You got to be careful. Well, I mean, it's Tarantino. He does that.
Like I said, he's the greatest, right? But
I'm just spreading. I'm just spreading rumors. I hear Baba Dick yelling at me. You're spreading rumors. Don't throw the name out. But
I'm telling you facts.
Well, it's a dirty business, and
it's not dirty. It's just
no. It's rough. You got to play. There's games involved. You can't just go in it with just talent or having
talent is nothing.
Right.
It's this. It's how you use this. They try to eliminate that with the Nene leaks and shit. You know, it's like they're trying to eliminate this right here. It's a look.
Okay.
You know, it's a look. You notice everybody looks like a model now. No one. They're not talking about just how you think and you think. You know, remember a show like Donahue?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you never get Donahue or
no. They're not talking
Oprah. You know.
Yeah. It's like, so now it's soap opera. But we're not.
Well, they pushed it to YouTube. I mean, you can't. It's not to the mass media, but I think there's some progressive thought that's still.
It's all on the internet. I've seen more fly stuff on the internet than I would see in a film. You know, I mean, I've seen some dope stuff on Netflix. I'm like, wow. There's a show on there called Blood something.
I didn't see that one. But.
Yeah, it's dope. I mean, they got a lot of. What I'm saying is, it's the beginning. So all that old bullshit about Oscars and eating correctly with the blacks and Hollywood is done. They might as well open up a fucking ride and ride through that bitch and be like Disneyland. It's finished. Does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense. I'm just trying to think how to phrase Listen, because I know Kevin's your man. I mean, he's like the man of the hour right now, and it just seems like in order to get in that position, we had an interview with Patrice O'Neal, and he was definitely very in.
Yeah,
he had a lot of integrity. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Tori caught Patrice jacking off when.
I've heard that story.
Yeah, but they were roommates, and Patrice loved Kevin, hated me. He thought I was taking all the roles. Like, nigga, they don't want your black ass. But I talk shit, but yeah, he was a good guy.
But Patrice, in our interview with him, he said, like, in order to get into Hollywood, like, you have to owe people. Like, if you're Tom Cruise, you owe people. Like, if you run for president of the United States, you owe people to help you get in those positions. And he felt like he didn't want to make those kind of compromises in order to get those movies.
I don't owe anybody. I mean, they weren't expecting. They're not looking for Patrice. Mm-hmm. They're not looking for me. Mm-hmm. But I make that wedge. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They weren't looking for Kevin. Mm-hmm. They're looking for tall. You know who they're looking for? Mm-hmm. Boris Kojo. Mm. That's who they want. Mm-hmm. And Boris is my guy. Mm-hmm. But that's who they're looking for. Mm-hmm. They want to put that on everything.
Right.
Like when Will Smith was trifecta, like, oh, that's him. Do you notice the Will Smith and the president look alike? Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay. That's their trifecta. Mm-hmm. Will Smith was saving the earth every month. Mm-hmm. This is his weekend.
Right. So, but the question is, like, how does somebody like Kevin, who's in that position of mogul, how does he protect himself from?
He just got to keep. People keep saying he doing these stupid movies. He don't know. You got to keep. They're just movies. It ain't shit. They go ruin your life. They're just movies. Mm-hmm. You either like them, or you don't like them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Hitchcock said it's just a movie. Hitchcock, the greatest ever. Mm-hmm. It's just a movie. The actor said, Hitchcock, I don't know. Should I draw from my angry side or should I come in this? I don't know what to do. He says, it's just a movie. Bitch, get in front of the camera. Right. It's just a movie.
Right. So get that money, use that money to do other things to help your community.
The beautiful part of it, he has young black children that will grow up with money. And they may be something. They may be, you know what? I'm going to start a studio. Mm-hmm. I'm going to do this. I'm going to feed. I'm going to start a water company, and we're going to Flint. Mm. Wealth can make wealth. See, we don't have enough wealthy people black wealthy people in America. Mm-hmm. So whatever, he's support him.
Well, I definitely support Kevin, but I always think about like Eddie Murphy. Like when Eddie was out, Spike was out at the same time. They both had like the attention of everybody in Black America, and Spike would always criticize Eddie, like, "Look, you should be doing more."
Spike's an asshole. Look, he criticized. What's the boy name?
Tarantino? Or?
No.
Matty Rich?
No,
there's a whole list of people that Spike Lee has criticized.
Yeah, he's an asshole because he's the number one house nigga. He's a house nigga. Mm-hmm. Trust me.
Okay.
I don't know how I don't know how but he's a house nigga. He's just he's a boss. Look at him over there, boss. He's over there eating that candy, boss. Boss, look at it. Look at Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry was doing his thing. He criticized. It's just a movie. Mm-hmm. Somebody liking it. Mm-hmm. Somebody liking it.
Right.
Tyler Perry flipped the script on him. Mm-hmm. They've been stealing from. He stole from what's the name? Carol Burnett show. Mm-hmm. Went on with his own character.
Mm-hmm. Well, the Clumps, really, but.
Well, no, that's a character from Mama's House, Mama's Family.
Okay, yeah.
You ever watch Mama's Family?
Yeah, that was a great show.
Remember the mama? That's who. That's Madea.
That's the same character. Okay.
Mama Madea only means what?
Mama.
Yeah. So she just took that and I'm gonna be which was I'm like that's brilliant. He stole his character and nobody.
He took it back. He took it back from the white folks. White folks always steal from us. I'll steal from white folks. But you know, one of the things that Spike was criticizing Eddie Murphy for at the time was like, look, you're making billions of dollars for Paramount. Can you try and work harder to get more black people on the crew, more black people behind the scenes, more black people in the union? You know, and it seemed like
a good box to stand on, but he don't hire no niggas.
I've never been on a Spike Lee set, but one of the things that I realized, another thing, it was a Rolling Stone article at the peak of Eddie Murphy's fame, and somebody said, "Hey Eddie, would you ever consider being in a Spike Lee movie?" And Eddie said, "Look, I don't want to be in any Chitlin Circuit movies," and it just made me realize that it's not really the artist's role in terms of necessarily picking what they want to do, or else maybe he would have done Fences. It's really the agent looking at the overall paycheck and what their percentage is going to be.
It's a little bit of everything. I mean, I don't know if Eddie said that, but I know Eddie Murphy as a mentor, as a big brother. Once you start talking shit, he's going to talk shit. He loves talking shit.
So there was a back and forth there.
Fuck yeah. Fuck Spike Lee and his mama too. That's what I mean. You got to come right.
Okay.
Come right, nigga. We all walking through this darkness. There is no road, no map to a gold mine. So we all looking and trying to find, but don't criticize somebody for trying and going, look, man, I'm just trying. Eddie didn't know. He was 17.
Of course not. No.
So he don't know that it was like, okay, they're supposed to be this black, but he don't know. So we all Kevin Hart, he's just imagine being in a brand new car, buttons all around you. You don't know what these buttons do, but there's somebody that been in that car. Like, hey man, don't press that button because you know that's when you're like, well nigga, just you smelling a new car smell. You feeling about yourself like. I want to ride this car by myself. Let me break it in first. You see what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. We're not cultivating. You know, like we need to cultivate. You know, we need to learn and grow and stop being so judgmental and separating. That's why I say fuck Spike Lee, because I ain't know nobody he helped. When you do a Spike Lee movie, you gotta fly yourself out and you gotta put yourself up.
And it gets paid. Everybody gets paid the same,
right?
Or less than what their rate.
Yeah, if you're not Denzel, you dish your ass.
Well, that's on record. Sam Jackson stopped for a while working with him because he said my rate went up and Spike still wants to pay me the same money I got for Gator. So, I mean, Spike's been on the show more than anybody. So,
on this show here?
On this show, it's about 5 or 6 times. But
did you tell him I said fuck off?
Okay.
And he likes me too.
Well, that's what we like is different people's opinions. And the last thing I'll ask you is any thoughts on the election? What's going to happen?
I don't give a fuck. I'm like, who gives a fuck? I say whoever gets voted off the island. I mean, it's all rigged. If they can rig the game, they can rig that. It's set up for Hillary to win, right?
Well, it was set up for her to win last time, so there's a chance. There's a chance that Trump could pull this off.
No. It wasn't set up for her to win, and Obama was there. It was no. It was no. I'm not I don't know politics. I just like look because they never do what they supposed to do. Like just help these people. Just people. I mean, and then I never believed that the government is supposed to help the people. We're the community. In a community, we can help each other. You see what I'm saying?
Definitely, yeah.
So if you live across the street from me and you need your grass cut, but you don't have a lawnmower, I should just go cut your grass. When the lemons are ripe, you might bring some lemons over. The lady who down the street might have some cows. She might bring the milk over. But this is how a community works. We're not a community. We a hood. You see what I'm saying? We nigga fuck what? You get paid money. We have told these kids that money is the best. Money's a lie. Money is not it. It's getting better in a skill. Now, if you don't have a skill around, you ain't shit. This man has a skill. You have a skill. She has a skill. Those skills will make you obtain a better life. And that's what we have to tell these kids, is obtaining a better life is more than just money. Because I know people with gobs of money and just miserable. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's not money. Money is irrelevant.
So regardless of the outcome of the election, there's still certain things that we're gonna have to deal with regardless.
I don't even think we should be focused. We should be focused on the hood.
Okay.
Making that a community. Let's take the hood out and let's walk down the street and just knock on the door like, what you need, man? What you need right now? Okay. Somebody with English. What y'all need? What y'all need in the house? Well, you know, man, we need some cereal. We need this. I'll be right back. Boom. And really get back to education, not education, but education with a skill. You know, teaching people, you know, okay, electrician. All this stuff here is money. Painting.
Right.
People think you have to be a actor or a rapper. No. This stuff right here.
You can work there. You can do that job for 50 years.
Yes.
Once you have the skill.
It's a skill. We have to go back to skills and bettering the neighborhood and making our neighborhood look beautiful. There's nothing. Why you ain't gotta write on the walls.
Right.
You ain't gotta. There's no reason why Watts can't look like Beverly Hills. I don't know the areas around here, but Society Hill is nice, right?
Yes.
But Society Hill should really look like all of Philly because it's all built the same kind of way. Them houses, stacked houses, what they call?
Brownstones, row
You know
houses.
how beautiful those houses? If I did one house and just did it and boom, like, yo, and take care of it. The Latino community, they don't let motherfuckers just come in and tell them what to do. They getting it. They take one house and reboot and take care of it. But it's just us. We don't need no government. We just need to take care of what we need to take care of.
Okay, well, that seems to be the theme. What we've learned today. Well, the Faizon Love is a real cool brother. I mean, I've seen interviews with you before, and it's like you always keep it real. So that I appreciate you keeping it real with us. That Hollywood is an illusion.
It's
over, and it's over. We need to create our own illusion.
You can create Phillywood. What's the name of your company?
Reelblack. Oh, I don't have the. It's on the.
Yeah. Okay. Reelblack.
Yeah. Well, we're doing it.
Yeah. You are doing it. You are doing it.
Yeah.
You said Spike Lee does your shit. Despite what I think of his musty ass, people value his opinion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's time for us to do our own and support our own and
stop pointing and badgering and learning to accept and grow. We need to grow. We're not growing. We're just we just getting paid.
All right. So
$10, a lot of money. Remember that?
Escape ignorance.
Yes.
And go for enlightenment.
Yes, I like that.
And empower ourselves.
Yes.
And don't fall victim to the idea of this racism thing.
Yeah, racism so fucking what? Who gives a fuck? Somebody don't like you? Who gives a fuck? I never got that in my head. That
well, you're from Cuba. You don't have the same issues.
It's worse.
Okay.
Everybody thinks Cuba like talks like Tony Montana. Well, I'll tell you like this, Frank. That's racist.
You don't have that slavery DNA like the black American does.
Listen, let's do this.
All right, sir.
Let's just say there's black people everywhere in America.
Yes,
in
sir.
the world.
Yes, sir.
To say that white people got on a boat, went to Africa, and said, walked past the lions, the snakes, the bugs. This bug is in Africa like this can kill you. And just went to the niggas that y'all get on the boat. We going to America. It's preposterous. Never happened. It's like George Washington walking from Washington up to here to Valley Forge, past no roads. Just he's up here. How the fuck he get up here? Ain't no taxis. Think about it. Okay. Christopher Columbus never came to America. Never.
Okay, well, this is taking me on another level. I'll let you finish.
But I'm telling you, he never came to America. Facts.
Okay.
So if they lying about that, Benjamin Franklin, I've never seen a real picture of him.
Okay.
But they got drawn pictures of this motherfucker. But no cameras.
Well, photography didn't exist back then.
Shit. They got pictures of everything else. Well, they got pictures of everything else.
Well, I'm sure you're right. I'm sure that a lot of people.
Lincoln got a picture.
That's true.
And he was in.
All right. Well, okay. So on the crazy scale, just to it may be true. I think the main thing on that is that you should liberate your mind and question everything.
Everything.
You know, don't necessarily believe that you were put here to be somebody's slave. But is the world flat?
I don't know.
All right. Okay.
I mean, I used to laugh at that, and then your boy brought it up, the rapper. He said it was flat, and then I started thinking about it, and then online they have all this evidence of how it's flat. And I was like, because they don't really have a picture of the Earth. Did you know that?
The whole Earth.
None of, like, all the space landing on the moon, all fake. I know I'm sounding loony.
Well, I'm just down to question everything.
But okay.
I'll question everything.
This is I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna give everybody this, right? I'm gonna give you all this, right?
Okay.
Now this is for the cameraman, right? Okay. Fact. Say he's the first man to get on the moon. We in the rocket ship, right? He's the first man to get on the moon, right? Say you're the man. I'm the first.
I'm the first man on the moon.
Well, you have to be the second because your cameraman has to get out there and set up the fucking camera to film you coming out first. So you the second motherfucker on the moon. The cameraman is the first. How did the cameraman get out there before the rocket ship even stopped? There's a car on the moon. We left the car on the moon. Remember the moon car? It's a moon car on the moon right now, running.
It's true. Well, there's a flag there too.
But I'm saying this as a camera.
Yeah,
as a camera. How you gonna get out the spaceship, set up the camera, then go back in the spaceship, land, and say that's one and perfect reception. I go around the corner, my cell phone is dropping. You on the moon with freedom, man. We're Porter 3. Can you grab us some milk?
Okay.
George Washington, the moon, all this shit is getting real skeptical.
Well, Google it, and Google Faizon Love. Where can people catch up with you?
In the streets.
Are you just hanging out? On Ben Franklin Parkway.
On Ben Franklin Parkway, next to NASA. By the Rocky stairs. Hey, they moved Rocky's statue, but they left Frank Rizzo's statue.
Yeah, Frank is doing one of these.
Frank's like, hey, get the fuck out of here. I'm not moving anywhere. I'm right here. You move that guy's statue. Frank's like, is that baller or what? No, he's like, the corrupt mayor's like, hey, get the fuck out of here. You move Rocky. I'm here. They move Rocky shit. But Frank's like, I'm not moving no fucking where. You go move Ben Franklin. Ha ha.
All right, but with Twitter, you do all that stuff. You do your own tweets.
Yeah, Twitter at Faizon Love and Instagram. LYH Love Your Hustle #.
Love Your Hustle, and you can sign up for his newsletter on his website.
Yes. Oh, you sign up?
I did this morning. Yeah.
Dope. So I'm gonna send you.
It didn't go right to your email. You didn't see it pop up. You
I'll check that.
You must have a team.
Well, trust me, my team. If my team was playing ball, we would be losing. Because these niggas fuck up.
Well, you gotta support this brother. Thank you so much for your time. This is a great conversation. One of our best. So if you have more conspiracies, we'll have to have you.
It's no conspiracy. It's just you go try to find a picture of Ben Franklin and all these other people, George Washington, walking all around here, and it sounds like a comic book. Like, what, motherfucker? You had a kite and lightning hit your shit and it didn't fuck your hands up. Because that's what Ben Franklin did, right? What did he do?
He did a lot of stuff. He was an ambassador to France. He fucked a lot of hoes.
Who broke the bell? I think some niggas broke that bell. I believe the niggas was trying to steal that bell and drop that bell, cracked it, and you know what? Let's blame it on Ben Franklin. Welcome to Philly where Cat Williams got his ass beat. Camp down, pimp down. Pimp got a stomp. Philly, baby.
So you just say your name and you're watching Reelblack.
Okay. It's Faizon Love and you're watching Reelblack. Okay. I mean, Reelblack.
We're better than just movies about slavery.
Okay.
We can make a movie about slavery as a comedy. We can do that. Never seen a movie. Every movie we make, you never see anything about a gay slave. You know they were around. Just ain't nobody played it. That'd be easy for me to do.
Okay.
And that'd be, all my burlap shorts would be shredded. But they'd be neat.
When the words little and purple are in the same sentence, you can only be talking about one guy, and it's Prince. He said, yeah. He's looking for something to get into tonight, so I told Sheila to tell him to come down and check you out. And I was like, okay, cool. Obviously, Sheila E relayed the message because he showed up.